Hey everybody, welcome back to Steve's Garage. Here we are again, and it's beginning of September. It's been a while since I put a video on. Been a busy summer, just been doing a lot of vacationing and going to car shows and hanging out. And haven't been working on cars much because it's just too nice out. So, you know, winter time around here in New England is a good time to be inside, so I'm saving it for that. But today, I have to get ready. Now it's September. The end of September, I have a two-car garage freed up for my access that I'm going to put two of my cars in. And I'm going to move this Model A over to the other side of the barn. I want to get it fired up today. I don't want to push it. And I haven't, you know, when I say push it, I don't want to push it by hand over to the other side. I do have a little tractor. I can pull it out, but it's, you know, it's a lot of messing around with steering, and you know, you guys have been there. It's just it's tough when it's doing it alone. But I'm gonna see if I can get this thing fired up, and that way I can drive it in there. So I have a temporary gas tank in here. This tank is bone dry and empty. It's been dry. The last time this car was on the road was 1987, and then it was parked in a guy's basement. And I did work for the guy. I was a general contractor for 38 years of my own business, and 40 years total in construction. And this car was in the basement. They had a garage door, and they backed this car in, and it was sitting there. And I, you know, asked him, you know, this is like 20 years ago. I said, hey, do you want to sell the car? And he says, no, it's my father's car. And the mother, you know, his father and mother drove it all over the place and had a lot of fun in it. It's a lot of sentimental value, and we've had this talk before that when it comes to sentimental value on cars, people don't care about the money. They just like to know that they're there, you know, that they can go down and take a look at it. Brings back nostalgia of him riding around with his old man, you know. So fast forward, you know, almost 20 years. I bought this a couple of years ago. And I run into the guy in the store, and I'm like, hey, do you want to sell that old Model A? He says, you know what, I think I will sell it. Why don't you come over? So I went over, we talked about it, we came to an agreement, and then I brought it here. So I've only started it once, and briefly, there's a video on my YouTube channel somewhere in there of me starting this car. So I haven't started this in a couple of years. I didn't just put water in it. I know it's got oil in it because I changed the oil in it when I got it. And but again, I'm not going to put fuel in the tank because I haven't yet. I actually have a scope with a camera on it, and I looked in here, the tank is pristine. So I'm going to put gas in it and then, you know, move it over to the other side and then drain the gas out, still have some left in there, and not use the car and gum the tank up and gum, you know, everything up here. So I've just got a temporary little gas tank here. I'm going to hook that up and charge the battery, 6-volt battery, still a 6-volt system. I did turn the lights on and they worked. Well, actually, low beam one works, high beam the other works. It's pretty funny, but I'll show you that after. And the horn, I hadn't honked the horn since I bought the car, so really the horn hasn't honked since '87. And when I hit the horn, it went, and then it kind of like ramped up and it honked. So I'll show you that too. So just double checking on nothing seems to be leaking, water that is. So let's get this thing hooked up. I hope everybody had a great summer. It's been beautiful around here. We did have a lot of heat. A lot of heat here. What do you do with that? I'll put this over here. A lot of heat, and had a great garden this year. Lots of tomatoes. We canned all those. So all in all, good year. Hope you all have the same. I'm going to put a little clamp on here and clamp this thing on. Should be good. This is a shut off here. We'll fire it up. Yep, goes in, not leaking. So no leaks in the fuel. Alright. Move that so I don't lose it. And I don't know if anyone knows, but back in 1930, this is a 1930 Ford Model A, Henry Ford had the paper towel dispenser for extra. You know, you get that for $1.29. But anyway, no, I'm just kidding. It was just a good spot to keep them. But I'm going to move those so I don't fall in and throw paper towel all over the place. Tell you one thing, I'm running out of clean, flat surfaces, you know? All right, let's give it a shot. Just for the hell of it, I'm going to check the oil. I haven't looked at the oil in a long time. Oh yeah, perfect, perfectly clean. Perfectly clean. All right, I'm gonna look and see what you guys are looking at. That's good. And this over here. No joke. Beyond. Let's see what the carburetor looks like. We got a little bit of fuel dripping, but not much. I don't think it's flooded. Wants to go. Spit a couple times. Come on, baby. Second. Give it a few pumps, see what happens. It's spitting. Give it a shot. Oh my God. Nice design, Henry.
leaking water a little bit down there. Gotta figure out where that's coming from. There's always something. good. This motor was supposedly rebuilt, and then they like 5,000 miles on it since then. You never know. Sounds like a Henry. Turn the lights on. Oh, both of them are on now. Wake it up. You happy? See that? That sounds awesome. I don't know if the brake lights work. Interior lights don't work. Sounds awesome. $19.30. All right. Well, thanks a lot for coming back, everybody. We do have a new project coming up right here. 1935 Ford Model 48. And What I'm thinking of doing is one of two things. One is turn it into this, if you can see that. And what I'm thinking of doing is chopping the top off here, right around here, and then moving this forward and create a small window. So this section here will be like right here. And then the back of the roof will be here. And then turn it back, you know, into the coupe look. So that's option A. Option B will be remove all the fenders and make it into like a highboy. You know, have a small tire in the front, large tire in the back. But this motor, this car came out of Texas. I bought it like 6 years ago, and I haven't touched it. And this is how it's been sitting in my yard. And I've just been busy, so you know, when it comes time to work on, now's the time. So it's going to be a winter project. And that's just the way I got it, straight out of Texas. But it's in good shape. I mean, it's a Texas car, you know, there's minimal rust on the interior. And but I got to gut all this thing out, clean it, you know, blow it out, you know, just get it to the motor. I know the motor turns over because I got a battery that I put in, and I did turn it over. But of course, there's no spark in it, and you know how that goes. So we got a lot of work to do, and looking forward to that. That'll be the winter project. When the snow's flying, we'll be out here cutting this thing up and banging it apart. So I hope you're all going to stay tuned for that. We are at 946 subscribers. I'm trying to hit 1,000. So if you like what you see, we're going to have a great winter here. Please like and subscribe. Send me comments. You know, I've talked back and forth with a bunch of guys from all over Canada and all over the place. So come on back and we'll spend some time together. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you soon.